Hello all, good evening. I hope my voice is audible to you. Let's wait for a couple of minutes other to join and we can get started with. Is voice is audible guys? Just give me confirmation. Okay, okay, perfect. So just 2 minutes more, others to join we can get started with. Yes, we can get started with. Hello all, good evening. Welcome to this artificial intelligence course. This is the second demo session. My name is Ajit. I will be a trainer for this batch. Okay, working as a data scientist, having 5 years of experience in the core AI domain. Okay, and regard this batch, uh, batch timings. So it's 8:30 p.m. IST, daily 1.5 hours. Okay, it started yesterday. We saw yesterday some basic introduction of to AI. What is this artificial intelligence, right? And this course will be the 2 to 3 months time period. Okay, and the course fees is of 14,160 Indian rupees or $166 US. And if you have any doubt regarding this course, okay, any support required, do reach out to this provided numbers. Okay, and also you can reach out to this email also. Okay, support at the rate logiclab.com. So these are the three session will be free to attend, and fourth honor session will be paid. The link share to the paid participant. Okay, and do join this WhatsApp community group. I will be sharing in the chat box. Okay, so regarding this, any updates related to class. Okay, so you can join this link I have provided in the chat box. And regarding the course, right? Regarding the what are the recordings, the notes, daily notes will be shared through this LLM's Graphy app. Okay, so that you can download and refer in the future. And you can also follow on this social media to get the updates on job related. Okay. So any question, guys? Anyone having any questions? Just raise your hand. I will give permission to unmute. Okay, you can ask related to any course, right? Any doubt related to course, or you can ask in the chat box also, or you can raise your hands. Okay. So agenda for today discussion. So here what we are going to do, right, in this today's session, just a recap of day one session, what we have discussed in the day one session. Then today also few of the new learners are joined. So I will be discussing about the syllabus. Then we can get started with the programming language, right, for this AI course. Then introduction of this Python environment using this Google Colab and other environment. Then we are going to start with this basic Python features. Okay, what is this? What is the Python? You can understand what are the different features of Python and variables. So this is the today's agenda for discussion. And in the last session, right, in the first demo session, we understood, right, what is the artificial intelligence, what are different application of artificial intelligence, why to learn this AI. In short, we can call it the AI, artificial intelligence. Okay, and what are the skill required for this AI professional, right? And what are the roles and responsibility for this AI professional we saw in the last session, last first session. And also we have discussed about the syllabus, right? And what are the prerequisite for this course. So all these topic we have discussed yesterday, okay? And recording is also a recording for this yesterday session also available on the YouTube channel. Okay? And today's class I will be discussing about the syllabus. Okay, what are the topics we will cover in this 2 to 3 months time frame. So here, right, we are starting with the basics, Python basics. Okay, so we can build a foundation uh, for this programming language, right? One of the programming language is must, okay, for to learn this AI course. So we are starting with this basics of Python so that you can build the foundation so that we can leverage this advanced concept and this build the machine learning models, different natural language generative AI models, right, using this Python language. Okay, so here first topic is Python basics, where we can build this foundation. Okay, if you are from the technical, non-technical, do not worry. I will be taking this basics. Okay, so that we can what are the things required for this data science and AI course. I will be covering here. Then after this foundation is covered, then I will be moving on to this advanced Python, okay, where we can learn this what is the pandas, what is this NumPy. So pandas for this data analysis and NumPy for the numerical calculation. We are going to see in details. Once the our right basic Python and advanced Python is completed, our what are the Python, right? The foundation is we can build up, and then we can start with this statistics. Okay, then the third topic, third model is the statistics foundation for AI course, which is also important to learn this statistics so that we can understand what is the importance of the statistics in this AI field. Okay, then after that, the fourth model we are going to learn machine learning. Okay, where we can build this different kind of problem. Okay, we can solve these different problems with the help of machine learning algorithms. And for this machine learning algorithms is based on this statistical techniques. Okay, so that's why this statistics is very important before getting started with machine learning. Then after that, we are going to start this deep learning. Okay, and once the deep learning is completed, we are going to learn this natural language processing where we can deal with this textual data and solve the different business problems. Okay. Then we are going to start with this generative AI. Okay, where this is the cutting edge new technology of generative AI. And here we are going to learn what is this agentic AI, what are these LLMs, okay, large language model like ChatGPT and all this we are going to learn, and we are going to learn this advanced concept also GraphDB also. And for this right application build to application of generative AI, we need some of the cloud platform. So where we are covering this Amazon Bedrock services, or for we can use this Bedrock services AI services for this integration of this AI services. Okay, which is very much important. And this AWS SageMaker also. So how we can build our code in this cloud environments. Okay, so for that we have to use this AWS SageMaker. Then right, likewise AWS we have this Google and Azure cloud. So I will be providing the introduction about this how we can build our code using this Google cloud as well as this Azure cloud. And then at the last we are going to solve this right different real-time project, and then I will be explain how can explain this project in the interview. Okay, and in the last session, last model, we are going to discuss interview questions answer on this Python, stat, mathematics. Okay, all this NLP, machine learning, deep learning, agentic AI, Hugging Face, Transformer, all this interview question I will be discussing. I will be providing notes on this. It will be helpful for your interview preparation. Okay, so this is the overall syllabus. Okay, and just I will take. So I will be walking you through the syllabus in the give you the overview. Okay, so what are the topics in details I will be covering here. Just I have give the brief, right? So here we see at the start we are going to start with the basic foundation, right? The Python foundation. In the Python foundation, what we are going to cover? The introduction to Python. Okay, basic things we are going to learn. Then these are the string, topic, list, tuple, dictionary, set, right? Conditional statement, loop, and then the functions, right? These are the much required for this data science and AI course. Okay. So yesterday also I have explained about this in details, how we are going to do each and every topics from the Python. Once this foundation is completed, then we are going to move on to advanced Python, right? In this pandas for the data analysis, how we can data manipulate data, right? Manipulate data analysis, data wrangling with help of pandas library. And these are the different operation we are going to perform in the pandas. These are the different file format we are dealing with this. And then after that we are perform some joins, how we can perform the different tables, right? How we can join the tables, how perform the joins. Then how we can visualize the data with the help of different charts in the pandas we are going to learn. And then after that we are going to learn numerical Python, right? This NumPy is a numerical Python where we can perform this mathematical calculation. Okay, so mathematical operation, indexing, slicing, linear algebra, all this calculation will be done in this for the better and efficient way. Okay, so that we are using this NumPy is advanced Python. Then after that, once the foundation is completed, okay, then we are going to start with the statistics. In the statistics, we are going to understand what is the distributive statistics. Here are the different models inside the distributive statistics. Then we are going to understand this inferential statistics. Okay, in the inferential statistics also, for this making the conclusion about the data, right, from the sample to population. So here we are going to understand what is the inferential statistics, different sampling techniques, what is the correlation covariance, what are the different distributions. And once this our foundation is completed from the statistics, then we can easily go ahead with this machine learning. Okay, machine learning concept. What is this machine learning? What are the different application of machine learning? Where can we can apply this machine learning technique to solve the real world problem? We are going to see. And then we have this supervised and unsupervised learning. Okay. Then we are getting started gradually with the linear regression, multiple linear regression, polynomial linear regression. And then we are going to simple model building, right? How we can build the models. And then we have how do we optimize this model with the help of optimization techniques. Then how we can pre-process the data so that we can get the better accuracy and better result. So that we pre-processing technique we are going to see how to handle missing value, how to handle these outliers, how to detect and handle, then how to handle this overfitting and underfitting problem in machine learning models. Then these are the different regularization techniques. Okay, and then we are going to see what are the encoding technique, feature scaling technique. These are the very much important to improve the performance of the models. These are the pre-processing steps are very much important. With the help of this we can improve our model performance. Okay, so these are the technical terms, guys. Do not worry about that. I will explain each and every in details. Then we are going to see what are the different algorithms we are going to learn. Okay, in the supervised machine learning and in unsupervised learning, right? So these are the different algorithms we are going to cover. And then we are going to build this real-time project in this machine learning. Then after this post completion of machine learning, we are going to start deep learning because some of the right in the machine learning has some disadvantage, and this disadvantage can be overcome with the help of deep learning, which is whenever we have the huge data, we can apply the deep learning techniques for the large data, and we can build our model and solve these different use cases. Right? For that, we need to learn this deep learning, and the deep learning we are going to understand right what is the difference between machine learning, deep learning. And then we are going to start with the fundamental of neural networks, ANN architecture. Here we are going to learn what is this neuron layers, activation function, how do we build the ANN architecture, okay? What is this weight and biases, forward backward propagation, then gradient descent optimizers, activation functions. We are going to learn this all, okay, in details. So then we have to learn also loss functions. Then we are going to learn this advanced architecture in the deep learning, this RNN. This is the recurrent neural networks, and this long-term, long short-term memory LSTM architecture also we are going to learn. Then at the last, in the deep learning, we are going to see how CNN architecture will be helpful for the image data, right? How we can extract the features, how we can extract the image data and make the predictions. Okay, for the image data, we are going to deal with this CNN architecture, and then we are going to build two projects, right, in this deep learning. Post completion of deep learning, we are going to this natural language processing. Here we are going to understand how we can solve the textual, right? Textual data problem where we have some of the feedback. In the we can see guys where we have e-commerce platform, food delivery platform, right? So there we can get the some reviews. Okay, how do we can deal with this review to draw the insight from the data, and how we can predict this models, right? How we can analyze this model sentiment analysis, feedback analysis, so that business can understand which product is doing well, which product having bad ratings, good ratings, so that they can understand by taking this feedback. And for that, machine cannot understand textual data, but we have to convert into the numerical form, and then we have fed to the machine, and so that we can get the prediction, and you can apply this prediction in the production to help for the business to improve their business, right? So this how we can the different techniques we are going to learn in the natural language processing. Then text processing, feature engineering, we are going to learn what is the tokenization, or how we can convert the text into the numerical form with the help of different techniques: bag of word, count, vectorizer, TF, IDET, word to vec, embedding techniques. And then at the last, right, we are going to start with this generative AI. This is the very much important topic, because everyone is talking about this generative AI, right, as of now, today's day. And this is the very much cutting edge tool, right? So, and we are going to learn agentic AI application also in the generative AI. So here we can understand what is the generative AI, what are the importance of generative AI, what are the application of generative AI. Then we are going to gradually understand, right, what is the foundation model, what is the LLM model, what is the instruct model, then what is the open source model, what is the commercial model. We are going to understand. Okay, these are the different vendors: OpenAI, Google, Meta. Okay, these are the different vendors. They are providing these different LLM models. Okay, so we are going to understand open sources or commercial models. And then we are at the start, right? We have to get started with the transformer architecture. Without this transformer architecture, we cannot understand the what is this generative AI and what is this LLM. Okay, so that is for that we have to understand this transformer architecture very much from the in details, from the basic. What is the encoder decoder architecture? From this we can learn this transformer architecture. What is this attention mechanism? There are the different types of attention mechanism we are going to learn. And then after that, there are the different, right, encoder based models, decoder based model, encoder decoder based models. So here we can understand what are the different types of models, okay, under this category. And then we are going to understand what is the large language model. Okay, so how this large language was trained on the billions of parameters, we are going to learn from the scratch. Then we are going to introduce this Hugging Face, okay, Hugging Face library. This is the Hugging Face is the company which has provided Hugging Face library, where we can utilize this different open source model, data sets, and transformer to build our different models, okay, and easily and open source. And then we are going to learn what is the transformer library, what is the transformer pipeline, how we can utilize this tokenizer, okay. And then we are learning this decoder strategy, okay. So in this decoder strategy, what is the top K, top P, temperature? So we are going to learn everything in the basics to advance. Then we have this LangChain is important. So here to build a AI application, right? To build a AI application, smart AI application, this LangChain is a library, open source library. It is providing this component, okay, different component where we can build our AI application, okay, with the help of LangChain. So that's why this is very much important to learn this. So here we are going to learn, understand what are the different components of this LangChain library. Okay, so what is the LLM chain, sequential? We are going to learn this different types of chain. There are different types of tools. Okay, we are going to learn different types of agent. How we can store this our conversation in the memory. Different types of memory system also we are going to learn, and how we can deploy this model. Okay, in the Streamlit, Gradual, in the Hugging Face. Okay, how we can deploy these models we are going to see. And after that, we are going to start with this RAG architecture. Okay, RAG nothing but the retrieval augmented generation. Okay, and this RAG, we are starting from the basic to advanced level. Then in that, we are going to understand what is the chunky strategy, different types of chunky strategy we are going to learn. And then we are going to learn this embedding models, okay, how we can use this different embedding techniques, embedding models, okay, from the sentence transformer, Hugging Face, Google embedding models, OpenAI embedding models, we are going to learn. Then advanced retrieval augmentation, right? Advanced retrieval techniques we are going to learn. The naive retrieval, this is the basic retrieval. Then we are going to see advanced retrieval, parent child, self query, multi query. And these are the different types of retrieval we are going to learn. And then we are going to learn this pipeline, okay, how we can build this pipeline for this RAG architecture, okay, how we can upload the document, how we can do the chunking, how we are going to embed this embedding technique with the help of different embedding models, then how we can store in this embedding in the vector store. Okay, these are the PyS, ChromaDB, PG vectors, Pinecone. These are the different vector databases we are going to learn. And then we are going to see some of the project. Okay, so we are going to build some of the project here. Chart with the different PDF within the Gemini, Grok API, Open API. Then we are dealing with this Streamlit and Gradue application to upload this document. And then you can use this, upload this multiple PDF, and then you can chart with our document, right? And then how do we evaluate this RAG architecture? Once we are able to build this RAG architecture, then how do we evaluate the performance of this RAG architecture, right? So with the help of Ragas matrix, Ragas library, we are going to evaluate, right? What is this retrieval evaluation and what is this response, LLM response? How do we can evaluate with the help of faithfulness, answer relevancy, factualness? Then human evaluation also will be there for this evaluation purpose, okay? Then we are going to learn what are the different types of vector databases. We are going to learn what is the vector database. We are going to understand and what are the different types of vector databases, right? PyS, Pinecone, ChromaDB, PGVector, GraphDB. We are going to learn all these databases. And then prompt engineering. This is very much important. This prompt engineering. In this we are learning what principle of prompt learning, prompt engineering. Okay, how we can design the effective prompt. That is very much important. We are going to understand what are the techniques we can apply, and then we have these different types of prompt, right? In the few shot prompting, zero shot prompting, one shot prompting, then chain of thought prompting, tree of thought prompting. We are going to learn this all these kind of prompting technique. And then at the last, we are going to understand this agentic AI. Agentic AI is very much important. Okay, what is the architecture? We are going to learn this land graph and reactor shell architecture. Then we are going to learn this what is the chain of thought tool integrations with this agentic AI. And what are the different capability of this agentic AI we are going to learn. And we are going to build one of the project on this agentic AI. Okay, and then we are going to learn this multi-model, right? Multi-models where we can upload the not only the text, we can upload the images, audio, video, data, and we can make the prediction. We can get the extract the data from the images, PDFs, all this, right? So there we can see what are the capability of multi-model and what are the applications where we can utilize this. Okay, so hands-on practice will be there. These are the few of the mini project where we can utilize this multi-model application for, let's suppose, invoice receipt image extraction, radiology report analysis purpose, handwritten note summarizer, automotive service record reader, medical report analyzer, math problem solver, document translator from text to image to text, text to another language, the reason skill extractor. These are the some of the project, many project we are going to see with this multimodal AI capability. And here we are going to utilize different model, right? Gemini models. This is the multi-model Gemini Flash 2.0 Flash model. Then we have this ChatGrok API, right? Llama model, DeepSeek, Mistral. From this OpenAI also we are going to learn different models. At the last, right, this model 12, we are going to learn what are the real application of this using LangChain and Gemini, OpenAI, and Grok API. How we can upload this multiple document, Streamlit. We can use the Streamlit for the web AI, and this you can use this different LLM application, right? Different LLM application, embedding model, how we can retrieve, how we can chunk, how we can embed, how we can ask the question and get the response. We are going to build a real-time application on this, and these are the capstone project we are going to do in the at the end to end, right? These are the 5 project capstone project. Here some of the project from this RAG architecture, some of the without RAG architecture, and some of the project from the agentic AI. Okay, so these are the project we are going to learn end to end. And then I will be explain, right, different how to can explain this machine learning project end to end, right? In the interview, if you are going for the interview, then what are the things you have to explain in the interview? What are the best way to explain your this project in the interview? Then what are the different data collection strategy, right? For this ML project, we are going to explain. Then we are going to write so GenAI based end-to-end project explanation for with the interview question answer. Okay, I will be explaining this different project, RAG based policy question answering board for the FSI client, auto assist, vehicle maintenance assistant for the automotive client, the regulatory compliance assistant, banking client. Okay, then product knowledge chatbot, the smart SQL assistants where we can natural query interface with the LangChain. And then we are going to some other project also. We are going to how we can explain this project. We can apply this different types of project. Okay, we can going to learn and how we can explain this project in the interview. Okay, so these are the some examples here I have introduced. And then we are going to learn this NLP project also, how can explain in the interview. Then at the last I will provide this interview question, okay, so that for your preparation for the interview. And this interview guidance will be there, right, for the Python interview question, then statistic, what are the interview question, then NumPy, pandas, then likewise machine learning, NLP, right, deep learning. Then we are going to see the Hugging Face, generative AI. These are the different topics, all each and all what are the topics we are going to cover. I will provide this interview question so that you can prepare what are the possible. Okay, and I will be providing once the topic, once one topic is covered, I will be providing the assignment. Okay, that assignment contain the interview question, guys. That is also helpful for you. So this how we can complete this course. So any questions till now, guys? Anyone regarding this course? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Also, I will be discussing about reasoning model developed by DeepSeek. Yes, sure. How can you use this reasoning models? Which is developed recently. I am working on that project. Okay, so I will be definitely explain that. Okay, reasoning model developed by DeepSeek. I will be discussing that also. Actually, I am. This is the current a generative AI project. I will be working on that. So definitely, I will explain that project also. Any other question, guys? Before moving on to this other part. Okay. So here, guys. Okay, so here we have to understand, right, what is the importance of programming language, okay, in the AI course. So here, so why we are requiring this programming language, right? So it will we are going to build the models, process the data, right? Data analysis, data manipulation. We can draw the insight from the data. For that purpose, we are required to programming language, one of the programming language, okay. And the choice of programming language is very much significantly affect the efficiency and simplicity of the development of AI application, okay. So that's why this programming selection of programming language is very much important, guys, okay. So here you can see there are the different program level available in the market. We can see Python is available, R, Java, C++, and others also language are available, right? So here we have to decide, right, which language we are going to utilize for our AI course. Okay, so here you can see Python is the most popular for the AI, data science, machine learning due to its simplicity and extensive library support like TensorFlow, Scikit-learn, PyTorch, Keras, and many more library. Okay, so if you are from the technical background, if you are from the non-technical background, Python is very simple and easy to learn language. Okay, and it is the most popular for this data AI and data science machine learning. Okay, because it is providing vast library support what we are required for, and those can be applied in the production environment also. Okay, that's the reason we are learning this Python language. Then R is also for the statistical analysis in the data science and machine learning, but this but vast library support is providing the Python compared to this R language. So right, then Java is also there in usually in some of the AI application, especially in the web development and large scale ecosystem. And C++ is also openly used for the performance, okay, critical AI system for the game development in the robotics. Okay, so here we have to decide, right, so which language we have to use. So here why this Python is sufficient for the AI, okay, because its simplicity. First feature is the simplicity. Python syntax is easy to learn, okay, if you are from the technical, non-technical background, if you are fresher, so Python syntax is very easy to learn, okay, and especially for beginners, okay. If you are from the experienced guys, then it is not an issue, but if you are fresher also, non-technical guys, it's a very this Python syntax is very much simple, right? You can easily grasp this, easily understand and easily practice this, okay, make so that is the reason making it a great choice for the student for new to the programming, okay, because of this simplicity. Then we have this vast library support, okay, so that is another reason. So Python is the largest ecosystem for library and frameworks for this machine learning and AI course, okay, AI applications like TensorFlow, Scikit-learn, Pandas, NumPy. Okay, these are the different library which are required for this building this AI application. Okay, so that is another reason. And community support. Community support means Python has massive and actively community offering resources. Okay, tutorials, open source project. So we can, whenever we stuck with anything, we can get the support from the community, right? So these are the very active community from the Python, okay, and it's a very big community. And whenever we have get this any issue, we can just Google it and just get the support from the community regarding the any queries and all this. Okay, so that is the another reason very vast community support. And this is the versatile. Okay, so versatile means it is suited for the all the types of AI tasks. Okay, like machine learning, deep learning, natural language processing, computer vision, generative AI tasks. All these different tasks we can with the help of this Python library. Okay, so that is also reason we are considering the Python as a programming language. And then integration. Okay, Python is easily integrated with the other tools and platform for this using the AI development. Okay, so that is the reason why we are going for this Python compared to other language. Okay, I hope this is clear. Any question, guys? Okay, anyone having any questions? Okay, no questions. So here, guys, we are going to introduce this okay Python environment using the Google Colab environment. Okay, here we are going to understand how we can set up this Python environment. Okay, for the coding purpose. Okay, so this Google has provided this Google Colab environment for the Python coding, so that it is the most efficient for the large data like machine learning, data science application we can perform is easily. Okay, data analysis, all this. So here for this AI course we are using this Google Colab. Okay, so let me showcase how we can leverage this Google Colab. So here guys, see, we have to type right in the web. We have to type Google Colab. Okay, you can see here Google. Welcome to this Google Colab. Okay, first link will be there. We have to click on this first link. Okay, so here if you get this icon right, you can upload your file from this Google Drive, then GitHub, and also you can upload your existing files also. We are going to see create on new notebook. So this is the readily available Python environment, guys. Okay, so for this AI course we are using this Python environment. Okay, from this Google Colab. Okay, you can see now this is the Google Colab. This notebook is open. Okay, so here you can see we can give the name to this file. Okay, rename. So this how we can give the new name to the file. Okay, so this how we are giving the name to the file. And here you can see guys, we have to this file is already once you create this file will be located in the your drive. Okay, so this file do not worry about, once the file is created it will store in the your drive. Okay, how do you can find this file? We have to click on this locate in the drive. We are able to find your file in the Google Drive. Okay, so for that guys, once you have to use this Google Colab, you have to require this Gmail account. Okay, so that it will connect to Gmail account and you can store this your whatever the files you are creating here, it will store in the, your drive. Okay, so once you create this file it automatically store in the your drive. Do not worry about that, where if you have sometimes if the file is missing, that will be stored automatically in the Google Drive. How you can locate? You can click on this and it will store in the locate in the drive. Okay, so how do we can create a new notebook? Okay, you can click here, create a new notebook. Okay, this will create a new notebook. And if you click on this first option, right, locate in the drive, it will show in the drive, right, where my file is there. Okay, so this how we can locate our file in the Google Drive. Okay, and then we are what we are going to do. So here we have created new file. Click on this new notebook in the drive. I have click on this. Okay, so it will create the new notebooks. Okay, you can see this new notebook is created. And there is option guys. Okay, there is another option. So let's suppose we have to already this file is there, I can upload this existing file. Okay, so with the help of this upload notebook. Okay, then we have to rename it. We can create this click on this rename and we are able to rename this file. Okay, and then we can move this file, then we can save the copy in the drive. We can also save in the GitHub also this file. Okay, and then we can after this completion it automatically save, but making sure that we have click on this save so that it will save every time. Okay, and then there is option guys, you can download this as a .ipynb file or .py file, okay, for this. So this is the interactive Python environment. So this is the IPYNB, okay, interactive Python environment file, and this is the .py file, okay. So we are going to next class we are going to learn what is this .py file, but as of now we are going to learn this what is the .ipynb. This is the interactive Python environment file, guys, okay. So here then we can edit, okay. There is another option, we can select the cell, we can cut the cell, we can copy and paste the cell, okay. So this is how we can utilize this edit cell. Then there is option view, right? So we can view this table information, notebook information, then comments, okay. You can show and hide the code, okay. You can also hide your response, okay, hide your output in the cell. We are going to learn everything, okay. Then if you want to insert some of the, right, the code cell, if you click here it will insert this, okay. The new codes you can click here also, it will insert the new code cell. If you click on this text, it will click the text, okay, for the text. So this is the my title, okay. So this is my title, it is showing the preview like this, okay. This is my title. If you want to click this title, okay, you can see this is the title mode, okay. This one hashtag means this is the heading one. If you click on again, it will show the second types of heading, okay. This is the second type of heading. If you click thrice, it will see the third type of heading here, okay. If you click four times, it will show the four types of likewise, okay. Then let's suppose I want to click on this bold, it will asterisk asterisk at the start and end, it will create this bold. If you want to click on this italic, it will show this italic also, okay. You can see this italic. And then you can see here, you can format the code also, we can upload the image, okay, insert the image, and then we can add the number bullet point, okay. And then you can also bullet list, then we can add this horizontal line, and this is latex, and we can also add the emoji here, guys, okay. If we add here emoji also, we can add the emojis also, okay. And this is the for this reposition the markdown preview, okay. So these are the basic things we need to know. So this is the text, right? So this is for the text purpose we are going to use. Okay, this is the title. I have created the title. This is the text data, guys. Whenever you have to create only this text, you can use this. Click on this text, it will be show the text, and you can type this text, okay. And whenever we have to code, right, so we can click on this code, okay, and then we can like print hello world, okay. So here to print this hello words, we need to connect, right? We need to connect to the Python environment. Okay. So here in the right side, okay, you can see in the right side we have this chain runtime. Okay. So here you can see we are using the runtime as a Python 3. Okay. We have this R Julia is there, but we are dealing with only Python. Okay. Then this right, Google is providing this CPU based memory, GPU, TPU based. Okay, and these are GPU, TPU based memory also providing for the big data analysis also. That's the reason we are using this uh, Python for our AI course. Okay. So as of now, we are in the Python, we are going to use this by default CPU. Whenever we are going to learn this advanced Python, okay, data analysis, pandas, building this machine learning problem. In that case, we are going to use this TPU and GPU also. Okay. Then if you click on this Python, okay, then save this, okay. So it is connected, okay. This environment now is connected runtime. Then we can click on this run, okay. So here you can get the output, okay, guys. This is the simple print statement. And here the settings, right, in the settings you click on this editor mode, right. So here you can see this is the editor mode. We can change the font size, font family, okay. Then indentation, vertical, these are the some basic things we can play with this font size. If you want to increase the font size, you can increase the font size of this code, okay. And here AI assistance, okay, guys. So here you have to click, right. So you have to click on this hide this AI generative AI features, okay. So this is the by default this Colab has provided this Gemini AI. Okay, whenever we write the code, it will show the suggestion. But as of now, we are learning this code. So click on this, hide this generative AI features. Okay, at the last end of this course, I will be teach you, right, how we can utilize this generative AI features. But as of now we are learning from the basic. Okay, just click on this hide features. Okay, then there is a Colab Pro is also. Okay, but we are not going to use this. Okay, these are the paid version. And in GitHub also, right, where we can use the GitHub. Okay, where we can connect with the GitHub. We can access the data from the GitHub. We can write your file. You can store in the file in the GitHub also. Okay, so this how we are going to see this different settings. Okay, this is the runtime. We can change the runtime here. Okay, so here guys, see in the left panel. Okay, in the left panel there is option, right? So here we can search the file. Okay, we can find and replace. Then we have this code, right? We can find the code replace. Okay, we can find the basic code. Okay, here is already they have with the Gemini AI. Okay, we can find this code snippet readily available. Okay, we are going to see in the at the last of course, right, how we can readily available template code template we are going to use. And then we have this. Okay, so variables, we can store these variables in the environment. And then we are going to see the secrets. Okay, these are the secrets. We are going to use utilize in the generative AI. Okay, these are the different keys we are going to store here. And we can, how do we can access these keys for the smart AI application building. Okay, how we can store it, how we can access, we are going to learn this. Okay, then after that we have this file. Okay, here we can upload the file. Okay, if you click here, we can upload these different files. Okay, let's suppose I want to upload this different files. We can upload these different files here. Okay, and yeah, so here, see guys, here, so here we can create the files also. Okay, so here you can see we can create the new files. Okay, so we can create this abc dot text file. Okay, this is the text file I am creating. You can create, click on here, paste, right click. If you want to upload, you can upload. If you can refresh, you can refresh. Okay, then you right click, then new folder also we are going to create it. Okay, so this how we can create this new folder where we can store this multiple files. And this text file. Okay, so you can create the Python file. Other files also we can create it here easily. Okay, or we can upload different files here. Okay, so this is the environment we are going to use. Okay, for the Python coding. So I hope this is the basic introduction, guys, and we are going to see the advanced application also from this Google as we are moving further. Okay, further classes. So now we can going to understand what is this. Okay, Python, and what are the different features of Python. Okay, so any questions, guys? Anyone having any questions? Okay, so here I will be increasing the font size. Okay, so here guys, see, so we are learning the features of Python. Okay, so these are the different features of Python. Okay, the first feature is Python is the easy to learn. Okay, so right, every non-technical guys or fresher, they are most preferably Python because this is the easy to learn, right? And this is the why, because this is the easy to read and understand. Okay, it's a syntax like a human like language, English language. Okay, so let's suppose I'm printing. This is the first features of this, right, Python. So here let's print. Okay, this is the first print statement. Okay, so here guys, see, this is the we can understand, right? Human can read this, easy to read and easy to understand. Okay, we are using the print statement. Okay, and here we are passing the string. Okay, we are printing this word. Okay, two words here in the inside the string. What is the string we are going to learn? But these are the simple word, right? These are the two words here, and we are going to print this hello world. Okay, this is the very simple language, right? Easy to learn, easy to understand. Okay, then second feature of this, easy to read and understand. Okay, and its syntax. Okay, its syntax is similar like the English language. Okay, so that is the another reason we are using this for this. This is the another feature of this uh, Python language. Okay, easy to read and easy to understand. Okay, so here let's suppose I am defining the name. Okay, so here if let's suppose this is the name, right, and this is the we have written in the English language, right, like a English language. So here this is the variable, and here my this value of this variable, okay, in the string. So let's suppose we are printing this name like this. Okay, you can get the response as a Gukesh, right? This was the name. This is the value, right? This is the value I store in this variable. We are going to see what is the variable. Okay, but it is a simple like English like language. Okay, and here let's suppose I'm printing this name like I comma then name. Okay, you can see hi Gukesh. Okay, we have just added this string, and after that this variable I have utilized here. Okay, then it is printing hi Gukesh here. Okay, initially it print only this name as Gukesh. Then a second line, what I did, I have used this high word. Okay, here you can see high in the string. It has print this high, and then this name has stored this value as a Gukesh. Okay, then we are printing this Gukesh. Okay, this is very simple. Okay, and it is a easy to read and easy to understand. Okay, then third feature is there. What is the third feature? So here vast library support. Okay, guys. So vast library support. So here for this machine learning, right? For this machine learning, pandas. Okay, here we are using this different library. Like let me add here pandas library. Then we are using this NumPy library. Okay, pandas NumPy. Then we are using this scikit-learn, sklearn. Okay, sklearn. Then we are using this TensorFlow, TensorFlow library. Then we are going to learn this Keras. Okay, then we have this PyTorch. Okay, different library we are going to learn. Okay, so this is Python is providing the vast support. Okay, you can see this is the vast library support. And for this data analysis, right, for the data analysis, what library we are going to use? Data analysis we are using this pandas. Okay, pandas and NumPy. Then we are also using this matplotlib. Okay, matplotlib. Then we are using this Seaborn. Okay, and then we are using this machine learning, right? Machine learning we are using this sklearn and all this. Okay, for the machine learning application. Machine learning, deep learning. Okay, machine learning, this is a deep learning. Okay, then NLP, natural language processing. Then we have this GenAI. Okay, GenAI, generative AI application. Here we are using this mostly sklearn library. Okay, sklearn library. Then we are using this TensorFlow. Then we are using this Keras. Okay, Keras. Then we are using this this PyTorch also. We are going to utilize this library. Then we have this transform. Okay, transform library also we are going to use for this AI applications. Okay, in the generative AI. So these are the different library we are going to use, right? Then we have this NLTK library is also there. And then PACE. Okay, so these are the different library we are going to utilize for this AI application. Okay, and these are the one of the okay vast library support for this AI applications. Okay, that is the reason. And then fourth feature, right? The fourth feature. Let's suppose this is the third feature. the fourth feature is the, you can say it is the portable language. Okay, guys, it is a portable language. Portable language means, anyone know about this portable language? Yes, guys. What does mean by portable language? So let's suppose we are developing this codes in the Python. Okay, we can run on the window, and that code will be easily run on this Mac, Linux without any modification. Okay, so we can say Python code can run on this Windows. Okay, Windows, then Mac. Okay, then Linux. Then we can run on this Linux without any modification. Okay, without any modification. So that is nothing but the portable feature. Okay, so this is the portable language. We can write the code in this Windows machine. We can easily run on this Mac, easily run on this Linux without any modification. Okay, so that is the one feature of this Python language, and that's the reason why we are using this Python. Okay, so fifth feature. Okay, so the fifth feature is the high level language. Okay, this is the high level language. So high level language means it can handle this complex memory management. Okay, guys. So this is the high level language. Why we can call it as a high level language? So it will handle this complex, you can say, memory and system level details. Okay. So we don't have to worry about this memory, right, guys? We don't have to worry about this memory because Python handle this, okay, complex memory and system level details. So we can, right, as a developer, as a data scientist, machine learning engineer, we can just focus on this problem solving, right? We know so that problems, right? Problem solving. Okay. So here we don't have to worry about this, right? Memory management and the system level details. Okay. Python will take care of this. Just we have to focus on this problem solving. Okay. Rather than focus on this memory management and all this, we have to focus on this problem solving. Okay. And then next feature is the dynamically typed language. Okay. So next feature is the dynamic type language. Okay. So dynamic type means, so here is we don't have to, okay, assign the variables. Okay, we don't need to declare the data types of the variable. Okay, so that will assign while the runtime. Okay, that will take care in the runtime. Okay, so here in Python, what we can say, Python, we don't need to declare. Okay, so here like other language, right? C plus, other this language, we have to define the data types. Okay, this is the int, this is the float. Okay, but here in the Python we do not have to write these data types. While this run, okay, it will take the data type, assign the data types. It automatically figure out. Okay, so here guys, see, we do not need to, right? Let me show some example here. Okay, what is this dynamic type language? Okay, so here let's suppose I'm assigning some variables. Okay, so let's suppose x equal to 10. So here is in the C language we have to define, right, x. What is this x? We have to define x is the int or float. We have to define it. But in the Python language we do not need to define its data types. Okay, so here it will assign this by default. Okay, so it will automatically figure out when we assign the value. It automatically figure out what is the data types here. We do not need to explicitly mention the what is the data types here. Okay, so let's print this x. Okay, and then the next line what we are doing, we are checking the type. Okay, we are taking the type of this x. Okay, here see guys, this is the value of x is nothing but the 10 value is there. This is the integer, and here we are getting the print in the type of this. Okay, so this is the class is nothing but the int. Okay, so here we do not need to assign this is the int or this is my float, let's suppose. So I am not declaring here, guys. Okay, you can see in the C language we have to define, right? This x is my integer like this. Okay, but in this Python language we do not need to define this data types. Let's suppose I am defining this 10.5. I'm printing this value and then checking this data types. Okay, you can see I'm getting the value of this x is the 10.5, and this class. Okay, this class of this data type is the float. Okay, so this how I'm getting this dynamically. Okay, so we do not have to explicitly mention this data types. Okay, so Python will automatically figure out the data types based upon the value whatever we are passing here. Okay, so let me pass this another value here. So I will pass the string value. Okay, yeah, of course. Okay, then it will print this the value of this x here. The next line it will check the type of this x. What is the type of x? Okay, so here see guys, this is the value of this x is the AI course, and then we are taking the type of this x. Okay, what is the type? We are getting the string. Okay, so this how we are able to get the data types. Okay, we do not need to mention the data types. That is called dynamic type language. In the Python we do not need to declare the data types of variable. It automatically figure out when we assign the value. Okay, clear guys? Any doubt? This is the dynamically type, right? But statistical type, let's suppose statistical type like language like we have Java. Okay, C++. Okay, and here we have to declare the data type. Okay guys, in the Java, let's suppose in the Java we have to, let's suppose we are using the Java or C plus language. Okay, so here we have to define explicitly, we have to define the x equal, let's suppose I am x equal to 10. Okay, so in that case we have to define this x is my integer. Okay, so this how we have to define the in the statistical type language like a Java, C plus. We have to define this is my integer. Sometimes let's suppose I have this, I want to x as a float, then I have to decide, let's suppose 10.5 is my float value. Okay, it will not assign the based upon this value in the Java, C++ language. We have to explicitly mention this is my integer value, this is my float value, and this is my another string value. Okay, so we have to write like this. Okay, in the statistical type language. Okay, okay, so this is the difference between statistical type language and dynamical type. In the statistical type like is Java, C plus, we have to define this data type, right? But in this Python we do not need to define this data types. It while this execution it will assign this data type. Okay, based upon this value provided. It is the int value, it will assign this int as a data types. It is the float value, then it is assigned this as a float. Okay, and if the string value, then it will assign this string. Okay, we do not need to take care about this data types. Python will take care of this. Okay, that is the difference between statistical type and dynamic type. Okay, clear guys? Any questions? Anyone have any questions? Just ask guys. Okay, if you have a small doubt you can ask it. Okay, otherwise you can raise your hands, I will give you permission to talk. Okay, so this class will be two-way communication guys. Okay, not just I'm only teaching. Okay, telling you, you can ask your doubts also. Okay, so that we can get the more clarity, right? And then we have another feature as a interpreted language. Okay, inter interpreted language. Okay, what does it mean by interpreted language? Anyone know? What is this interpreted language? Why this is called interpreted language? This is the interview question, guys. Okay, why it is called dynamic type? Why it is a high level language? Okay, then what is the why it is called interpreted language? Okay, so these are the interview questions. Okay, so we can say Python run execute code line by line. Okay, so Python execute code line by line. Okay, it will execute line by line in Python interpreter. So here, what we have to do? The compile, right? So here we not compile. We are not going to compile this code. Okay, not compile into machine code beforehand. Okay, what we can say, what we understand from this interpreted language. So interpreted language nothing but the Python execute code line by line so that it is easy to debug. Why it is line by line? So it is easy to debug. And here guys, we do not need to compile this course. Okay, so compile the machine beforehand. Okay, so it will, while the execution, it will execute the line by line, so it is easy to debug, easy to understand where we have the error. Okay, so other feature is the, we can say, easier to debug. Okay, due to this line by line execution. Okay, so here guys, let me give some examples here. Okay, why it is the dynamic type interpreted language. Okay, so this is my interpreted language. So here, let me write some example here. Okay, print, this is my, let's suppose step one. Okay, then print, this is my step two. Okay, so this is the code guide, or this is the, we can write this values inside the code. Okay, single quote or double quote we are going to see. Okay, in the string, this is the step two. Okay, and let's suppose this is the execute. Okay, it will print this first line. Okay, it will execute line by line, means it will, first of all it will print this step one, then secondly it will print this step two. You can see here, you can see guys, we are getting the step one and step two. Okay, so one after this, so this is the first line, we get the result as step one. After the successful execution of these steps, we got into the next line. Okay, so it will print the steps two. Okay, so let me show another example here. So let me print step three. Okay, step three. You can see here it will execute step one. After the completion execute successfully, it will go into the next line. It will print the step two. After the execution of this first two steps, it will go to the next step. Okay, to print this. So it is the line by line execution. Let's suppose I am adding some error here. Let's suppose, so print. Okay, so here print 10 by 0. Okay, so guys, let me showcase this example. Okay, so let's suppose we are dividing this number, right? Let's suppose I am dividing this 10 number, okay, by 0. Okay, what will the error guys here? We are getting the division by error, right? We are dividing this number with this 0. So here we are getting the division by error. Okay, you can see. So here I will be utilizing this concept here. So print first step, it will execute. Then after the successful execution of the steps, it will go to the next line and it will execute step 2. After successful execution of the step 2, it will go to the next line and it will execute this step 3. And after that, once this all the steps execute successfully, then it will go to the next step. Okay, so here you can see it will go in the, okay, you can see we have got this result. Okay, it is the step by step. Okay, so you can see this step first is, there is no error. Steps 2, we are easily executing, there is no error. Step 3 also we are getting the result. Okay, so step 3 are, we don't have any errors. But why we are getting the step 3 or step 4 error? Because this is a division by error. Okay, so this is the line by line execution. We get the output till this line, but this fourth line we are not getting the output. Why? Because this is the having some error. Okay, so this is the interpreted language, means it will execute line by line, so that it is easy to understand. Okay, so you can see, so in the this line, right, Python is showing this error in this line. Okay, this is the arrow is showing this is the error. Okay, in this line, these are the steps we have successfully printed. Okay, we are getting the output for these steps, but here fourth step is not executed. Why? Because this is the, we have this error, right? So this is how Python will understand, will detect, right? In the line 4 we have this error, division by error. So it will going to stop here. Okay, so whenever we don't have any errors, it will going to execute line by line. Whenever it occur this error, it will going to stop here. Okay, so this is how we can say it is the line by line execution. Okay, let's suppose after that, any question guys, anyone? Okay, so let's suppose after this what I'll do, I will add some next step. Okay, let's suppose I'm adding first step 4. Okay, so here let me ask one question guys. Okay, so what will the output of this response? Okay guys, what will the output, can anyone tell me? The first, will this first line execute, will get to response for the first line, second line, third line? Here we are getting the error, we know, but after this, will this, we got this output for this line? Anyone guys, anyone give try? Just give a try, it might be correct, it might be wrong. Okay, execute till line number 4. Okay, perfect. Why this line number 5 did not execute? Any other guess guys? Any other guess? Why this will execute till only 4? Why not fifth line? Exception in the line number 4. Correct, correct. So yeah, your guess is correct, guys. Okay. So here you can see we will get this output. Okay, because we don't have any errors in this line. In this line, second line also we don't have any errors. So this is the interpreted language, means it will execute one line. If the successfully executed, then it will move to the next line after the successful execution. And then it will move to the third line after the successful execution of line 1, line 2. Then it will go to the next line. Okay, it will check. Okay, if this the three lines are executed successfully, then it will go for the line 4. But here what we are getting, the division by errors. Okay, then it will stop here. Okay, it will stop here, it will not execute after this error. Okay, so that's why it easy to debug it. Okay, that's why it is the interpreted language, it is easy to debug which language, which line we are getting this error, right? So this is how we are getting the error here in the line number 4. It will stop the execution in the line number 4 itself. It will not execute this line 5th. Okay, why? Because whenever it occurs this error, it will going to stop execution, so that we can understand which line this error is there. We can find the debug it. Okay, so line, this is the zero division error. So we can correct it. Okay, we can correct this and we can execute it. Okay, okay, you can see guys, we are not able to execute line after this incorrect, right? This is the having this error as a division by error. So after that it will not going to execute. Why? This is the interpreted language. Once this error is occurred, it will not going to execute. After that it will going to stop here. Okay, that is called interpreted language. It will execute line by line. When the error occurred, it will going to stop, it will not going to execute after that. Okay, that is the called interpreted language. Okay, let me, so I can understand, right? So here, so here what will doing? It is giving me, okay, so it is giving me showing this arrow, this line, error in this line 4. Okay, not in the 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth line is also not error. 2 line is also not error, right? So we are getting the output line in the step line 3. Okay, step 1, step 2, step 3. But in the line 4, we are getting the errors. Okay, then we can understand. Okay, in the line 4, we have this error. How do we can? So here we have to rectify. Let's suppose I'm division by 1 or division by 2, then I can rectify this error. Okay, I can debug this error and then I can execute. Okay, you can see, then I can execute. Okay, this is the step 1 successfully run. Then it will move to the next step line by line. Okay, execute to step 2, then I move to the step 3, then execute step 3, then I execute the step 4 as a, right, this fourth line. Okay, then it will execute right successfully because we are able to debug it. Okay, so Python has interpreted language, so it has given the error in the line, so that easy to understand, easy to debug. I have debugged this, right? So I have corrected this my error, and then after this correction this will execute correctly. After the successful execution of this line, it will move to the next line, right? And then it will print the step 4. So this is the how we can call it is the interpreted language. Okay, clear guys? Any questions? Okay, any question guys? So then we are going to see the comparison, right? The difference between this interpreted and compiled language. Okay, so difference between, meantime anyone having any questions? Difference between, just ask your question guys. Okay, any small question you can also ask. Okay, do not worry, right? I will be giving you permission. Okay, so if you want to ask. Okay, so this class will be two-way guys, two-way discussion, not a only one way. Okay, if you have doubt, raise your hand, I will be giving the permission. Okay, so we are going to see the features. Okay, what are the different features, and then we are going to compare with the Python language. Okay, this is the Python as the interpreted language. Interpreted. Okay, then we are going to see other compiled language. Okay, compiled language means C and C plus. Okay, C plus is the compiled language. Okay, so here guys, so it is interpreted. Python is interpreted means we do not beforehand do not need to compile it, right? In the, okay, it will execute line by line. Okay, it do not need to compile it. Okay, but in the C language we have to compile this code beforehand. Okay, then after the compilation we are going to run it. Okay, so here we are going to see the difference. So first is the execution, how this execution happen. Okay, so it is in the Python we are seeing this is line by line execution happening, correct? And in the C language, how this is happening execution, guys? Can anyone tell me? Any guess? All at a once after compiling, right? So in the C language, C plus language, what we are doing, it will execute once after the compilation, right? Compilation is completion, then it will going to execute. Okay, so this is how we are, this difference between this Python and other language. Then another feature. Okay, another feature is the compilation step. Okay, in the Python this compilation steps is not required, right? This compilation steps is not required in the Python, and in the C language we require this before running, right? This compilation required before the running, right? So that is one difference. Then next difference is the speed. Okay, the speed. Next feature is the speed. Okay, so here guys, in the Python it is slower than compiled language. Okay, this is the slower than compiled language. Okay, and it is the faster language. Okay, this is the faster. You can say C language is the faster because this is the compile. Okay, it will compile and run. And debugging. Okay, second next feature as a debugging. So it's easier, and stops. Okay, it will stops at errors. Okay, it is easier debugging, right? You can see guys, here we saw, right? Debugging is easier means whenever you got this error it will going to stop. Okay, so that is the reason this is a very easier debugging and stop at the error. Okay, the next page we can say in the C language need to recompile. Okay, so here we have to need to recompile it if the error occur. Okay, we have to rectify and we have to recompile it. Then what are the example of this language? Okay, so here examples. So here in this interpreted language, we can say this is the Python and JavaScript. Okay, so JavaScript also example of this interpreted language. And here we can see in the compiled language, we can see this C, then C++, okay, and we can say Java. Okay, Java we can say partially. Okay, it is partially compiled, partially like this. Okay, understood, guys? Any questions on this? Okay, so this how we can understand, right? Difference between this interpreted and compiled language, because this is the famous question in the interview. Okay, what is the difference between interpreted and compiled language? We understood this. Okay, now any question, guys, before moving to next topic? Okay, no questions. Okay, so guys, we can stop here for a day. Okay, we can continue for tomorrow. Okay, we can continue the other features. Okay, what is the variables, what is the data types, what is the string. We are going to see the different features also. Okay, different basic things also. Okay, for a day, we can stop here. Any questions? Can we see one more example, please? Okay, which example we want to see? Uh, yes, guys, tell me. We are going to see, right? We are going to see each and every topic. This is the start, right? So this is the start of session. We are going to see each and every, right? So each and every topics from the basics. Okay, so do not worry, just this is the initial, right? This is the initial session, so it will be easier, right, to understand, right, what is this Google Colab, then what are the different features of Python. Okay, just understand these basic things. Okay, then you can leverage, right, and then we can leverage the advanced concept in the Python. Okay, in the tomorrow onward class. Any question, guys? Do you have any questions regarding this? In one of the job description, Hive and Spark in this required skill data scientist with why Hive and Spark required. Could you please give some information on that? Okay, so here this Spark and this okay, this Hive is required for this data engineer. Okay, it mostly 99 percentile in the data science. Okay, 98, 99, 95 percentile. This Sparks and this Hive is not required for this entry level data scientist. Okay, 1 to 3 years, 1 to 5 years experience, guys. Do not require this. Okay, Spark and Hive. If required, they will provide the training. Okay, and you can understand by the giving some training, and then you can apply for the job. And in the once you good with this technical concept, okay, machine learning, Python, generative AI, NLP, they will check your technical skill. Okay, and once you are good with the technical skill, then we can once enter into the industry, then we can learn this different thing, right? As a these are the Hive and Spark is mostly they might be how the data engineer role. Okay, so you are hiring as a, sometimes what happen, guys, so designation won't matter. Okay, sometimes we are hiring as a data scientist and they are giving this data engineer roles. It happen actually, sometimes it happen, means that's why they are looking for this data engineer mix and mix match and profile, data engineer and data scientist. Okay, sometimes it is not an always require this Hive and Spark. Okay, to learn as a data scientist. Whenever the requirement is there, as a data scientist, we have to require to learn this Python, machine learning, NLP, deep learning, generative AI. These are the must skill required for the data scientist. Okay, but this Hive and Spark is not required. But if you see an of the core job description, there might they are looking for the specific particular role as a data scientist plus data engineer. Okay, for that you can get this high requirement also there. But 99%, 95%, you are not getting this high and Spark. Okay, some of them might 1, 2, 3, 5% will get this requirement, but do not worry about this. Okay, yeah. So can we please share the recordings? Guys, are you not able to get the recordings? Here you can go to the Okay, you have to enroll this, right? I think this first two session recording in the YouTube also. Okay, and do join this WhatsApp community. Okay, let me share that WhatsApp community group. Okay, so that you can join this community group and you can get the recordings all these sessions. Okay, so there we are providing the recordings. Okay, update regarding this course. So here you can see. Okay, not copy it. Okay, let me copy it. Okay, guys. Please do join this WhatsApp community. Okay, from tomorrow, paid lecture will be starting, right? Yes, yes, guys. Yes, from tomorrow onwards. So tomorrow is also one of the demo session. Okay, and the recording will be shared to the paid participant. Okay. So guys, remember, right? This is the batch number if you are enrolling for this course, right? So do remember this batch number. Okay. So this batch number is the 408. Okay. This is the artificial intelligence batch. Okay. And if you have any queries, okay, related to the course, related to class, you can reach out this contact. Okay. So I will be sharing this contact in the chat also. Okay. You can definitely refer this contact, and you can also reach out to support. Okay. So these are the contacts I shared in the chat box. Okay, just save this contact. Okay, so for future reference, if you have any queries related to this course content, okay, any queries means you are not able to access this recording, syllabus content, just reach out to this these numbers, and also you can reach out this support email. Okay, so that it will be easier to address your each and every queries. Okay, so any other question, guys? And we are running discount, guys, on this course. Actually this course fees is 18,000. For you guys we have kept only 14,000. So do join this course. Okay, so I will be covering each and every topics from this basic Python, statistic, machine learning, NLP, deep learning, generative AI, agentic AI, right, and the cloud. So there will be hands-on practice from the basic to advanced level. Okay. So at the end of this course, we will be really fit. Okay. And the experienced person, like we have the having the 3 to 5 years of experience, like this knowledge we are getting from this course. Okay. And in the previous batch also, guys. Okay. So previous batch also, if you want to see what the level we have okay completed, you can see the previous batch. Okay. You can go to these courses. Okay. And you can see this is the previous my batch. Okay, this is the previous batch. You can see this was the previous batch, 390 batch. Okay, so here we can see the syllabus. Okay, you can see what are the topics I have covered. Okay, so here there are the 9 to 10. Okay, 10 to 15 days I have completed this basic Python required. Then after that I will move on to this pandas. Okay, advanced Python pandas, then different pandas operation. Okay, data frame operation, how do we modify sort, how do we perform the aggregations, manipulation, data types. Then we, after the pandas completion, we can move on to this numerical Python. Okay, so NumPy. And the statistics, we are going to learn the statistics in details. Then after the statistics, we are going to learn this machine learning. We are going to learn from the basic what is the linear regression, simple linear regression, what are the optimization techniques, right? So each of the topics, guys, okay, you can see, you can expand this and you can see what are the topics also covered, right? So each and every topics is covered in details. Okay, this transformer techniques, scaling techniques. Then we have built this Gradio application, Streamlit application. Then how to handle this missing value. All these topics are covered in the details. Okay, you can expand and see the notes and recordings for the sessions also. Okay, so on the previous batch and in this batch, what I have addition in the this agentic AI. Okay, and this I have covered this in this batch also, but more advanced, right? AWS cloud and all this cloud also I have been covering in this class. Okay, so deep learning, then CNN architecture, natural language processing. Then we are going to build the project. Then we are going to start generative AI, right? This encoder decoder architecture. Whatever the syllabus I have given, this syllabus you can match, right? You can this map this whether we have given the syllabus I have covered or not. Okay, you can see each and every topics I have covered. You can go through it in the previous batch. Okay, I can see agentic AI application I have developed, right? So project explanation. Then at the last, I have provided this HR guidance also. Okay, resume building for the fresher, intern, experienced person. If you are making the transition, how will be your resume, right? And then what are the top internship platform, top company we can target? What are the top 20 roles we can target? And then project explanation. I will be providing the project explanation, interview question answer. Okay, so this how. Okay, guys, you can see this project explanation, resume sessions, all this I will be providing. Okay, end-to-end support. So you can go through it, you can understand the syllabus, and then you can decide, right? This is the good chance opportunity, guys, for you, because the if you learn these things, okay, ahead of others, there are lots of opportunity in the market. Okay, as of now, there are lots of opportunity in the market. You can go ahead and learn this skill. Okay, beforehand, and there are means every industry, right? Every industry, every organization now they have this requirement. Now, what is the requirement? They want to learn, right? They want to integrate their business with the help of AI. Okay, if you are working in the retail, manufacturing, banking domain, as a, then we are using the DevOps, any other roles also, guys. Okay, data engineer or any other non-technical also, if you are fresher or if you are intern, okay, you can learn these things. And there are the lots of opportunity because this AI is booming in the all the country, right? So there are lots of opportunities in coming in the AI field. Okay, so there is a misconception, guys. Means the AI will take the jobs. Okay, if you are in the AI field, okay, if leveraging your knowledge in the AI field, there are lots of opportunity and with higher package. Okay, if you are a fresher, you can target definitely target for 10 to 12 LPA. Okay, in the range of. If you are the experienced person on other domain, you can directly, let's suppose 1 to 5 years experience in the other domain. How do you can make the transition in the data science and AI? I will explain how to tackle with the HR. Okay, how do we schedule your interview? How we can tackle this your experience from the other background to the data science. Okay, those things I will be explaining in the last session after completion of the session, so that you can easily move on to. Okay, my role is not only to teach you guys. My role is also you want to place into the data science and AI company, right? So that you can easily make the transition by providing support from my side end to end, right? I will be teaching this and I'll also provide these resumes so that you can prepare your resumes. Okay, according to that I will provide the sample resume, what are the skill required, how we can deal with this HR, so that you can schedule your interview and get placed. And for this you are required to prepare the question answering, what are kind of project we can apply, what kind of question answer we can prepare. So all those support will be provided by me. Okay, and end of this course you can see in the previous course, in the previous batch, what are the topics I have covered. You can definitely refer. Okay, and those things I'll be, and on addition of that I will be explaining this batch cloud also exposure. Okay, so these are the things from my side. If you have any queries, okay, you can just ask. Okay, so that I will clarify all this doubt. Any queries, guys? Any small query, okay, you can have any small query, any relevant query, that is, do not hesitate to ask. Okay, I will be unmute yourself and just ask your query. Okay, any query, guys, regarding the course, how we can make the transition, how, what are the possibility, right? If you can ask any questions, I will be answer all these questions. Okay, okay, guys. If you don't have any queries, okay, so I will be stopping here. Okay, for a day. We can meet tomorrow on the same time. Okay, have a great day. Bye.